Kia ora koutou. My name is Kirsty Wadsworth and I am the author of The Promise of Puanga, A Story for Matariki, illustrated by Munro te Whata and published by Scholastic. I'm going to read it to you today with permission from Scholastic Limited and I hope you enjoy. The Promise of Puanga, A Story for Matariki. Hana lived with her whānau in a village deep in a valley on the west coast of Aotearoa. She was an adventurous child and she loved exploring the forests and many surrounding hills with her best friend Puanga. Hana and Puanga did everything together. In spring they made daisy chains from the flowers in the fields and watched the lambs, calves and foals playing in the sun. In summer, they dived to the cool depths of the awa and visited the beach to collect seashells and admire the schools of tiny fish. In autumn, they rode their bikes through piles of crackly red, orange and yellow leaves and played tag with their shadows. Then winter would come. Winter always came suddenly to the little town with no warning. Icy winds would blow through all the whare and it was bitterly cold. Many of the crops that the people grew for food would wither and die before they could be harvested. The only thing to do was to huddle close to the fire and try to stay warm. Hana and Puanga would tell each other stories in front of the flickering flames. One day, Hana spoke to Puanga about it. "Mum's really worried," Hana said. "She says that the winters keep getting worse. She thinks we need some kind of sign to warn us when the cold weather's coming, so we can gather our crops in time and make sure we're prepared for the winter." Puanga was very quiet. She thought a lot about what Hana said. She knew that the town was indeed in trouble. Finally, she decided to tell Hana a very special secret. "Hana," she began, "you're my best friend, so I'm going to tell you something important. I think it could help the town." Hana waited, her eyes wide. "I'm really a star," Puanga explained. "I came down to Aotearoa to explore and go on adventures. I used to live near my cousins, the Matariki sisters up in the sky. They are a sign that the cold weather is coming." Hana was confused. "I don't understand. I've never seen the Matariki sisters. Where are they?" Puanga smiled. "They're too low for us to see from here because we're surrounded by so many hills and mountains, but I have an idea." Suddenly, a strong, cold wind began to blow around the two girls. It was so strong it nearly blew them over. To Hana's amazement, it seemed like there was a man riding on the wind. "It's okay," shouted Puanga. "It's my friend Tawhiri Matia, the guardian of wind. He will help me get back into the sky so I can be the sign for your village." "Puanga is right," Tawhiri Matia said. "Hana, you have been a good friend to our star. Puanga will now give you the greatest gift of all. She will be the sign for your town that winter is coming. She will be a special sign just for you, because you can't see our Matariki sisters. When you see your friend Puanga shining brightly, you will know that she is telling you to hurry and gather your crops so you can then stay inside and keep warm, for the cold season is coming." Hana's eyes filled with tears and she hugged her friend. "Thank you, Puanga, but I'll miss you." "I'll miss you too," Puanga said gently, "but remember, we'll still see each other." And with that, Tāwhiri lifted Puanga and carried her high into the sky. As Hana watched, Puanga was transformed into a bright, beautiful star. Tāwhiri continued to carry her high above the horizon, above her cousins, the Matariki sisters, to a place where the people of the little town could see her clearly in the early winter sky. That evening, the people noticed a bright new star shining steadily above the horizon. "That star's name is Puanga," Hana explained. "Just like my friend. She will always appear for us when winter's coming. She's our own special sign." The people were overjoyed with their new star, and Puanga has never forgotten her promise. Each year, she appears to the people of Aotearoa, a special sign for those unable to see Matariki that winter and the Māori New Year are coming. And that's my story. I hope you enjoyed listening to the Promise of Puanga today. If you would like any more information about Matariki or Puanga or the story, or even myself, feel free to email me, kadele.w@gmail.com. Thank you for listening.